Pearce, is running back the position to pay up for in week 1?
Yeah, it's usually a pretty good spot to pay up for. Alvin Kamara would be the guy that I would look at in this spot. Jameis Winston, there's a lot of question marks surrounding him throughout his entire career. He has had some big, explosive games, but even in those big games, he had some pretty bad stats. And that's with good receivers. He doesn't have good receivers. So how do the Saints keep this game close like they're supposed to? Well, it's got to be Alvin Kamara against Green Bay. Green Bay has a good defense, but they did give up a lot of points to running backs last season, especially through the passing game. I got to believe that Kamara, a lot cheaper than those other top-tier guys, is going to have a big game, and at least from a point per dollar day, have a better performance.
Kenny, 5 options over $8K on the week 1 slate. Are you going to roster one?
Yeah, I don't know. I think probably Dalvin Cook. I don't think any spot here is a good pay-up spot. I think that you want to play a speculative approach, a wait-and-see approach with the NFL season, because I think we're going to be in for some surprises with teams potentially resting their big guys in order to preserve them for the longer season. With that said, if you're going to pay up for any position, I agree with Pearce. I would pay up at running back, and I think it's going to be Dalvin Cook here. Just the most sure bet to me, either him or Derrick Henry. I know the Cardinals have had some success on defense, but those are 2 pretty good matchups that I'm looking at. I think that Carolina probably throws a little bit more against the Jets, attack that bad secondary. And I'm a little scared of Alvin Kamara because I'm not sure how much Taysom Hill we're going to see. Of course, if we see Taysom Hill, that means probably bad news for people who drafted Alvin Kamara.
All right, AJ, how do you feel about paying up at running back?
I think you got to do it this week. I think it's absolutely the spot. I think there's plenty of cheaper options on the board in terms of QBs that could have really good production in the early week here. So for me, I'm with Kenny on this one. I think Dalvin Cook rather is the guy here. I think his production will be similar to what you might expect out of Christian McCaffrey, but he's $400 cheaper, right? So you can get some other options in there. And so if you're going to go for 2 guys that are on what I think is about the same level in terms of what you can expect out of production, you might as well grab those savings and go with Dalvin Cook in week 1.